Welcome, eSIM Studios. Let me hit this intro real quick.
Yeah. Woo.
I just need my space right now.
Fresh off the G5 jet, I'm on my way to a brand new kit.
All right. Welcome back, eSIM Studios. Apologize, but I'm gonna get back on a daily stream basis here. We do have some big news here in the technology world, and we will get into it in just a second. Let me share this live stream with social media followers. Now I got we will do a giveaway here at the end, a Ringke case giveaway. We have partnered with Ringke. There we go. If you want to enter to win a Ringke case, I got cases for the S24 Plus and S24 Ultra. If you want to win a case, simply type hashtag Ringke in the chat, and that will enter you. But hang on, let me get the giveaway set up here in just a second. It's gonna be hashtag RNGKE, hashtag Ringke. Okay, so you can start typing it in the chat right now. If you want to enter to win a case, whether you have a S24 Plus or S24 Ultra, we got cases for both. So type in hashtag Ringke. That will automatically enter you in the competition. You do not have to enter like 100 times. That will not increase your chances. Just entering once will enter you. So as we get going, I got like 3 stories here, so probably gonna go for about 30-45 minutes. I am looking to get on board a guest spots, basically bring on, whether it's somebody in the tech YouTube sector or tech YouTube world, some other YouTubers, get them on here as a guest spot. And then also I'm gonna have on people in the technology world but are not basically on YouTube, or they might be, but they don't have to be tech YouTubers. I'm gonna have maybe a guest spot once a week. We're still figuring it out, but we're gonna build this daily live stream up really big, because there's really not any consistent daily live streams in the tech sector of YouTube. So we're gonna change that over here at eSIM Studios, because I'm down to do at least a 30-minute episode every day. We're gonna hit on news, we're gonna do unboxings, we're gonna do tips and tricks, just a little bit of everything, right? Helps interact with you, and just something fun, right? I watch a ton of live stream. I love live streams as a viewer. I love it. So it's unfiltered. You can mess up and say something wrong. I guess that's the whole aura with being live, but no editing going on here. So this is gonna be fun. We're gonna build this up to be something really big. So and we're gonna have giveaways. We're gonna do tons of giveaways. When the Ringke cases are done, I'm gonna give away. We'll do cases. We have Google Wi-Fi Nest Pro routers here to give away. I think I got like 4 of them. Those are like $150 a pop. So once we get the Ringke cases, once we give away all of those, then we'll do a Nest router. Actually, I might do that tomorrow. Yeah, we'll see. Okay. I got my Ringke cases here, and we are good to go. Let me type in here, enter Ringke. Let me put this here at the in the chat as well. There you go, Ringke. Oh, sweet, Bama fan, you got it to work? I was hoping you were, yo, seriously, I was hoping you were gonna show up today because I was gonna ask you how that went. He says he was having issues activating his S24 Ultra. He said I tried everything, and finally just said screw it. Pulled out my old SIM and put it in the S. And put it in my S24 Ultra, so all good for now. Sweet, man. I'm very, very happy. I was like, damn, I was probably almost as bummed out as you were. Because you get a brand new badass phone and couldn't get it activated for whatever reason. So good. I'm glad you got it activated. I was going to make sure you put hashtag Ringke. So the number sign and then Ringke. And there is a G in there, right? So look, let me do this. Shit, I can't, I don't want to type it in. So you have to have the hashtag like this. Shit, I'm using my personal account to type. Hang on. Let's see. Alright, so let me turn this volume down too. Alright, so check it out. You gotta do this. You gotta do hashtag like that. And then alright. So put the hashtag and then Ringke. Remember there is a G. There's a G in there. Like ring, like a wedding ring, and then KE. Straight Talk wouldn't recognize your phone. Damn, that's crazy. And it's an unlocked phone from Samsung. It should work. It should. I don't know why it wouldn't. Interesting. So who are you with right now? Which carrier worked in the device? There you go. Hashtag Ringke. Tried the OnePlus 12. Oh boy. Yeah, I want to get that OnePlus 12. I was actually, when are the pre-orders up? Do you know? I think the pre-orders are, hopefully they still have some available. OnePlus 12. Let's see real quick, then we'll get into the news. Yes. Skip. Let's see. It looks like they're still good. Okay, so you have, so I have basically, it says ships in 17 days, but I'm sure if you order them, they'll get them out. So it looks like you still have probably another week or two for pre-orders, or at least for the deals, right? For the good trade-in deals. Yeah, what color did you get, Daniel? You not impressed? Yeah, what did not you like about it, about the S24 Ultra? I'm just curious. So I'm trying to get a good idea of everybody's thoughts and feelings. I really like mine, but if you want me to be 1000% honest with you, which I always try to be, I've actually been using this more, the Plus, than the Ultra. Now I'm gonna keep the Ultra because it's good for editing photos, it's good for content, it's for stuff that I do. But if I did not have a YouTube channel, or did anything of that sort, I'd probably just keep this, the Plus. The Pixel, I absolutely love. I need to put my SIM back in here and use it because it's just a phenomenal phone, man. And we'll get into the update. They just released the February update today. Yeah, I want to get that. We'll get the OnePlus 12 in here. Okay. Since it looks like we got a fair amount of viewers, the OnePlus 12R has been getting phenomenal reviews on YouTube. Basically, now it does have last year, or I guess, yeah, last year's processor, but everything else is basically top notch. Now, the cameras probably are not on par with Samsung Pixel or possibly iPhone. Well, not probably. I'm sure they're not on the same level as Pixel, Samsung, and iPhone. But I mean, I'm sure they're decent. But I mean, look, if you get one on the trade-in deal, you can basically get one for about $300, I think. I mean, it's basically a steal. So you're getting a device that has last year's flagship specs for $300. That's hard to beat. But speaking of the OnePlus 12R, there is a new kid on the block. I knew I was going to make that mistake. The Nothing Phone 2A. So when you go back and you look at really, really affordable, quote unquote, what OnePlus likes to use, flagship killers, that's getting, what is a flagship killer? Flagship killer is OnePlus 12R is pretty damn close to that definition. Now, the new Nothing Phone 2A, not going to be a flagship killer. It's going to have clear mid-range specs on it, right? I believe it's coming with a MediaTek CPU, which is rarely seen here in the United States. I mean, you can buy some. I mean, but it's just not that often, right? Now, the Nothing Phone 2 could be a flagship killer. Now, not as we stand right today on February the 5th, but when it was launched, now, even though it did have a year-old processor, it still beat my S23 Ultra in benchmarks. I think six months ago, I did a benchmark test between the Pixel 8 Pro, the Nothing Phone 2, and the S23 Ultra. The Nothing Phone 2 beat all of them. Now, I know, benchmark, say what you will, but it is what it is. The 2A is not going to be a flagship killer. The OnePlus 12R basically gets close to that definition. A flagship killer is flagship specs at less than flagship prices, right? So the 2A is basically going to compete against the Pixel upcoming, well, the current Pixel 7 Pro. My head's all over the place. The Nothing Phone 2A will ultimately compete against the Pixel 7A, the upcoming Pixel 8A, and I guess price-wise, the OnePlus 12R. However, the OnePlus 12R looks to have better specs than the 2A. But something that the 2A brings to the table that the other phones do not is it looks so cool. Let's look at this. I got a let me pull this up. There's a leak online. God, look how many ads there are. This is ridiculous. Oh, thank you. I appreciate it, Daniel. Yeah, you know what? With the AI, I don't really use any of it. To be completely honest with you, I mean, it's fun to mess around with, but I just don't use a lot of it, right? It's cool to have, but it's just not. I just don't use a lot of it. He says the Samsung anti-reflective screen protector is great since you keep the nice blacks. Glass will be reflective. Yeah. Now, are you talking about? They do have the anti-reflective. Oh, duh. That's what he said right there. Yeah, glass will be reflective though. That's true. It certainly will. But look at this. So the leaks came out. Now this is a little different from the last time. Well, this is the first time we've actually seen something. However, the last leak had the cameras not in that same position. The last leak had the cameras looking like a Samsung Galaxy S10. Do you remember the S10 where it went sideways? Basically, where was it? Like this? That was a previous leak where they kind of go sideways. I'm not a big fan of that. I'm glad that they're going to make it look like this. Now, it's going to have similar specs to the Nothing Phone 2 minus the processor. So that's what it looks like. This is what the leak looks like, and this is what the current Nothing 2 looks like. It's pretty close. So I hope they keep that same design with the cameras there. It's going to have the same camera sensors. It's going to basically have the same battery. It's going to have the same screen, same refresh rate, same UFS storage. Believe it'll be base 8 gig 128, which I don't know why they're still doing that, but it is a budget phone, so that makes sense. And I think you can get a 12 256 variant as well. Should start at, I think, right around $400. But it should come with a MediaTek CPU. Let's see. Now that could change, right? It could change. They could put a Snapdragon 8 Gen 2 in there, but I doubt it. I don't think there's any more on these specs. Let's see. I don't see anything, so very interesting. I'm gonna keep an eye on this. I think I'm definitely gonna get this one. And we'll get the phone 3 as well. So that comes out in right around July, I believe. So we still got a few months to go for the phone 3. But this is a great phone. I've been using this for like the last couple months. Now, I obviously put my SIM card in these Samsung devices, and I've really been liking these devices. But I'm glad Daniel showed up to the live stream because I do want to get everybody's opinion on the S24. I know I love them, right? But I know not everybody does, and that's okay, right? Whatever you like is what you like. There's nothing wrong with your opinions. And again, no phone is perfect, right? Every single phone I've had, there's always something. There's always something, right? Whether it's like, damn, I wish this had more storage, or damn, I wish this had 12 gigs of RAM, or damn, I wish this had a better camera. Curved screen, wish this had a flat. I have not had a phone yet where I'm like, wow, this is the perfect phone, right? So I'm looking to put my... Oh, I also wanted to ask y'all, has anybody had issues with text message, again, not text messaging, but like RCS? Because here's the deal. With the last... They are going with MediaTek 7200. Yeah, it's been a long time since I've used. It's been a long time since I used a MediaTek device. I think it was on a Xiaomi tablet, cheap tablet, a couple years ago. Yes, the green line display. If yours doesn't have it by now, I think that comes pretty damn quick. I saw that headline today. And I was going to to be honest with you, I didn't really read the article. I was going to dive into it, do my homework tonight, and then I was going to present that as a topic for tomorrow. So I'm not, I don't have much knowledge on it, but I know that's happened. Look, with the iPhone 15, there was a bunch of iPhones that had a green line in it. What other phone? There was a number of phones. It seems like almost every year or every other year a flagship device has that issue. Now, it sucks if you have it, but good thing is that it'll get. All you have to do is present that, and they will either get your money back or swap it out. So yeah, I hope nobody gets that green the green line. I've been having issues with my text messaging, right? So I wanted to ask if anybody else has had that issue, right? So I put my SIM card in here in the Ultra S24 Ultra, no problems. Text messaging on Google Messages with RCS, messaging is fine, no issues whatsoever at all. All right. I put my SIM card in the S24 Plus yesterday, and my Google Messages, the RCS, will not go through to my wife, and vice versa. When she'll send me a message, the typing indicators don't show up. Sometimes the messages won't even go through at all. Now, this is a T-Mobile device. I'm using a T-Mobile SIM in a T-Mobile phone. This is an unlocked model for any carrier, and it works fine. But you would think a T-Mobile device with T-Mobile SIM card would have no issues with RCS and messaging. Now, I will get into this tomorrow. Jibe, it's a long story with Google Messages, RCS. I was gonna do a video and or a live stream about this tomorrow because Samsung uses Jibe, which is a subsidiary or it's like an independent company that implements the RCS in messaging behind the scenes. This Samsung unlocked phone has Jibe, Jibe, shooting off the RCS messages. This Samsung T-Mobile device does not have Jibe, and that's an issue I ran into. The same issue with a T-Mobile Samsung device this time last year. In fact, I had to give up the phone because it was driving us crazy. Now, you can still use Google Chat. You can still use, what the hell are we using right now? We're using Google Chat and Samsung Messages. Samsung Messages work, right? They have a default messaging app that works with RCS, but I don't think the messages are encrypted. So it's kind of like I'm having a hard time finding a good messaging app where everything works on this T-Mobile S24 Plus. I'm not sure if anybody else has had that issue. If you have had that issue, please let me know, because I'm like, it can't just be me, right? But no RCS issues. Oh, well, that's a good thing. It sucks. It really does. Look, this stuff drives me crazy. You use Samsung Messenger? Yeah, I've been using that today. No issues there. Well, that's good. Maybe it's just me. I don't know. If nobody else has the issue, if it's just me, then I won't even bring it up. I'll just have to work on it behind the scenes. But I didn't know if that was a problem with anybody else or just me. So we will see when this 2A gets released. I believe it is going to be released this month. Let's see. Do I have another article here? It says, huh. Let's see. Now, depending on how they market this phone, I'm interested to see how they market. As you know, nothing is not a big company, right? So they really, really have to depend on social media marketing. They can't look for the Super Bowl. Google is going to be promoting the shit out of the Pixel lines. They have like 2 or 3 custom commercials that cost millions of dollars. Hang on one second.
nigga in the world until you tell them nah. Now they don't like you. Saw my boy Lil Bruh, he said, dog, you know how it go. We can't win them all, but we still let the top go. I go and buy a new chain every time I drop, ho. You sign all them deals, but ain't got what I got, though. In that drop, ho. Dodging potholes. Blame my cousin, he shouldn't have never let me watch, blow. Talking pesos with my amigo, eating tacos. Count a million backwards wearing a blindfold. Run it through the money machine, then count it by hand. Yeah. Found out that your baby mama my number one fan. Okay. Bougie black nigga, laying in the sun, about to give me a 10. My California bitch don't like to worship, but some van down.
Alright, y'all gotta give me just a second. I have to go attend to something really quick. Just give me about 30 seconds. I'll be right back. I promise. Hang on.
Shouldn't have never let me watch, blow. Talking pesos with my amigo, eating tacos. Count a million backwards wearing a blindfold. Different, they hit a little harder, just look at the clarity. Whoa. Them bitches be stealing, but got some good pussy, them hoes, some savages. Whoa. I fucked her one time, never answered the phone again, I know she mad at me. Whoa. I put back gas in the cardio, watching it came from the factory. Whoa. Jumped out the wreck with the stars, the freshest nigga in the whole galaxy. Whoa. In high school, I had more money than everybody, including the faculty. Whoa. The money so dirty, but the way we stack it up is so immaculate. Whoa. Got a new chopper, I can't wait to use, burn a nigga like calories. Whoa. She like Chanel, she like Celine, she hold a dope, so she on the team. He can't talk right now, he on the beam. Digital scales, money machines, making shit happen, I ain't got time to dream. I'm too busy making shit happen, I ain't got time to dream. Nah, she want my heart, but I don't even know if I got one. I ain't ran into another nigga like me yet, not one.
Okay, I'm back. Apologize. I'm in our home office and had to go run and attend something, but we'll do the drawing here in a few minutes. We'll wrap this up. Kind of a last second live stream. Had about a little time to do this, so I do appreciate everybody coming through. I'm going to in the future. I think I mentioned at the very beginning. Not sure if everybody was in here yet. I'm gonna have. If you want to come up and join the live stream, you don't have to have your camera on, but sometime in the future, I'll throw a link out there in the chat. You can click it, and basically you can join in on the conversation. We'll do that in the future. We'll also I'm going to have like guests, stuff like that. So we'll make this real big. But let's see. Your RCS work fine? Okay. I guess it's just me. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on, but that's what I wanted to ask. If y'all were having issues too, I would look into it more. But I'll see on my end what's going on. It's no big deal. So the Pixel updates. I have not checked mine yet, but we will do that here shortly. I mean, you know what? I don't believe if you're on the beta software, it's not going to be out. Though the beta update usually takes about a week after the stable release is available. So let's see what's fixed in this February update. And the S24 series should get the update probably Probably pretty soon. Samsung's pretty good about getting these updates out. Let's just check real quick my Pixel if there's an I doubt it, but let's just check. No, it's not. So it'll be here probably in about 5 to 7 days. So, but let's see what we can expect if you have a Pixel. Now this will be available for all Pixels: the Pixel Fold, Pixel 8 series, tablet, all that good stuff, all the way down to the 5A. Let's see. Okay, so this February update includes bug fixes, improvements for Pixel users. Yes, we know that. General improvements, stability, system stability and performance in certain conditions. Display and graphics. A fix for display getting corrupted in certain conditions. Fix for issue with outer display in certain conditions. Framework. Fix for stability and performance in third-party apps. And general improvements for Wi-Fi stability and performance. Let's see. Anything else? Looks like a pretty basic update. Obviously, it'll get your security patch up to the February baseline. So, if you do have a Pixel and it's on the stable version, go ahead and check it. It should be available. If you're on the beta software like I am, again, usually takes about a week or so. So nothing too long, but we'll certainly keep you updated with that. Let's see here. Security bulletin. Is there anything else? I think there is a update for the watch as well. If anybody has the watch, the one and the first and second gen. Okay, after we're gonna hit the Fold Pixel. Jesus Christ, the Galaxy Z Fold 6, and looks like they're putting out a cheaper version, an FE version of the Fold. But I was saying we're going to get into that. And then we'll do our drawing for the Ringke cases. If you have an S24 Plus or S24 Ultra, simply type in hashtag Ringke in the chat, and we will draw a winner here at the end, and you just simply get in touch. Let me remove this. Let's see, and there at the bottom, type in hashtag Ringke in the chat to enter. All you got to do is enter once. I've already looked into it. If somebody enters hashtag Ringke like 100 times, StreamYard says it does not increase the chances of winning. So you can if you want to, but it's not gonna help. TDB 2002 says, I want to buy a Pixel 8 Pro, but I'm scared it's going to heat up badly and I'm going to regret it. Here's the deal. I had that issue, not with this 8. I had the overheating issue with my Pixel 7 Pro. And now it's been a huge issue with Pixels up until now. Now, when Google designed the Pixel 8 Pro, they didn't really give specifics like Samsung did with this S24. Remember how they're saying, oh, the vapor chamber in the S24 Ultra is like 91% bigger than last year. Google didn't give specifics because I was keeping a very, very close eye on that. Because here's the tricky thing with Pixel, right? Now, I think they fixed it, but I don't know. Because here's what happened last year. Google releases these Pixels in October, right? Right around fall. So that's the weather, right? When does it heat up? Most of the time, when a device is warmed up on me, it's in the summer. I'm down here in South Texas. It gets hot as hell down here. The Pixels released in late October, as I mentioned. So the weather basically rolling into winter, right? So when I got my Pixel 7 Pro, that's the number one thing I was worried about as well. Is it overheating? I got the Pixel at launch, 7 Pro, went all the way until August. Basically like 8 months. And I was outside recording for our YouTube channel. and I was recording a video, and it overheated, and the camera app shut down. No pictures or videos. And I was like, great. You know, I go 8 months with everything perfectly fine. But it was like 104, 105 that day. I was outside. I think it has gotten better because when I had the Pixel 5a, was it the Pixel 5a? Or no, it was the Pixel 5... I can't remember. It was one of the 5. Pixel 5a, maybe it's Pixel 5, something like that. They were really bad. It would overheat on a 90-degree day. Now, they've gotten better. I think this one is better. But here's the thing. We won't know until the summer rolls around. I wish they would take what OnePlus is doing with their vapor chambers. Did everybody see Jerry Rig Everything? His video on the OnePlus 12 vapor chambers, how big those are, the biggest vapor chambers ever put in a mobile phone. So basically, it's not going to overheat. I wish Google would focus, and I always at them in these videos, and I'll do this one, because that's a very, very important little issue that Pixel has had for years. And it seems like every single year, when I get one, I'm like, God, I hope they fix this overheating issue. And not every single Pixel I've had has overheated, but the 7 Pro did, right? And that's one of their more recent devices. But they did say they increased the cooling system technology in vapor chamber in this Pixel 8 Pro series. I just wish they would make that more, put in more emphasis on that issue. So I don't know. I can't tell you. They're fine. It won't overheat. We don't know yet. But I have not had any issues with this, my Pixel 8 Pro, yet. Right? I'm waiting for the temperatures to get over 100. Then we'll go outside and test it. But yeah, that's a concern. And that's one of the things with Pixel is they have to know this. I don't know why they've not really addressed this issue. I think they did somewhat at the release of this, because I do remember them saying it's all new cooling system, but they didn't give specifics or what kind of cooling system or how they're dissipating the heat. We're going to go to the launch of the Pixel 9 series this year, and I can't wait to ask one of the representatives what they've done with the cooling system in this Pixel 9 series, because it's going to be a concern of mine, as it should with everybody, right? Let's see. Android 14 update fixed all heat issues on Pixel 7. Oh wow, good. That's awesome. Yeah, the Jerry Rig Everything episode's awesome. I like that one on the OnePlus 12. Yeah, no problem. If you have any more questions, man, just hit me up. Subscribe to our channel. You can join at the live stream. You not only ask me for advice, but there's a lot of knowledgeable people here in the comments that joined us today. So that's what I'm trying to do with this live stream, a daily live stream. Just a place where we can talk technology, phones, or if somebody has an issue with this, give little pointers and tips. So yeah, you're very welcome. And if you have a question in the future, just comment in one of my videos and I'll hit you up. And if I don't know the answer, because look, I know a lot, but I don't know everything, right? So if I don't know something, I'll go find the answer for you. I'll go look it up or do my own research just for my own knowledge and yours. But Z Fold 6. Now, this one is supposed to come with an S Pen, I believe. I have not been a big I take that back. I've had every Z Flip series. Right? I say I'm not a foldable fan, but I've had every flip. I'm not a fan of the open book foldable, like the Z Fold series or the OnePlus Open. It's just too awkward for me, and plus the front display, I want it to look like a phone. Like I would like the front display to look like my Samsung, and then you just open it up like a book. We haven't gotten there yet. I think the OnePlus Open is probably the closest thing to that, but it's still not it's just too weird for me at the moment. I love the flips and the nostalgia. Was a big fan. Had the Motorola StarTAC, Motorola Razors back in the day. Even had like one of the first Samsung flip phones with a colored screen on it. I think that was like in '02 or '03. So I've had every flip, but not the fold. But it looks like they are going to make a cheaper version of this as well, as put a S Pen inside or included with the Z Fold 6. I don't know if it's going to be inside the device like this S24 Ultra. But we will have to wait and see. Now, these are super expensive. Well, as the S24 Ultra is as well, but I don't know what price point and what they're going to cut out of their and I don't know what they're going to call it. If they're going to call it the SE line typically comes out later. They might call it the Lite. They might give it a Lite name, and then at what price? Right? Are they going to put it down at the $1,000 mark? But that's where the Z Flip 6 is, right around at that $1,000 mark. Are they going to put it at $1,200, $1,300? Kind of right in between the Z Flip 6 and Z Fold 6? Because I think the Fold 6 is what, like $1,800, right? So that $1,300, $1,400 price range, still expensive. So it's still not going to be cheap. I don't know where they're going to, I doubt it's going to be below $1,000. I just don't believe so. Because if that were the case, people would just get the Z Flip 6. And then you also have to think, so if they're cutting the price, what are they going to cut as far as the specs, right? What are they going to leave out? Is it not going to have a good enough camera? Now, I do have news. Now, I've been saying this for the last couple months. Samsung is putting, I've loved the flips. I honestly do. The Z Flip 5 is the very first flip in the flip series that I've thought, wow, this phone is, I really, really like this phone. And like I mentioned earlier, but no phone is perfect, right? The cameras on there are not that good. They have like probably, I don't know, 4 or 5, I think 3 or 4 year old sensors on there. But this year that changes. This year Samsung is going to put the same camera setup that's in this S24 Plus. They're going to put that in the Flip and Fold series this year. Now, it's not going to be the 200 megapixel camera that comes on the Ultra, and it's probably not going to be the 3 sensors on the back of the 24 Plus. But they are putting that 50 megapixel camera on, no more 12 megapixel cameras on the back of the Flip and the Fold, which is a very, very nice upgrade. But makes you wonder what the Lite is going to get. It'll probably have the old cameras from the Z Fold 5 on there. And then I don't know. I mean, you can cut money on storage costs. You can include older UFS storage, which would reduce the costs. You can basically use a year or two old technology and reduce the cost. That's basically what OnePlus is doing with the OnePlus 12R. It's a new phone, but they're using 1 or 2 year old components in that device and releasing it as new, which is a lot cheaper for these manufacturers. They can get 1 or 2 year old sensors a lot less than, these brand new sensors, Sony sensors that are coming out for these mobile devices. You can get them a lot cheaper, which in turn they can ask less money for it to their consumers. So we'll just have to see. It is basic. I'm not going to say it's confirmed they're going to bring a cheaper model, but it all but is confirmed in my opinion. I've been seeing this for a little while, and it looks like they will release a cheaper version. Let me check this article real quick, and then we'll do the drawing. See the cheaper version right here. The cheaper version could skip out on S Pen functionality altogether. Samsung could also make other changes to bring them. Well, duh. Let's see. Does it have anything in here? I don't see any other. They gotta include. I mean, they have to exclude more than just S Pen functionality to reduce that price. I guarantee you. if Samsung's gonna increase the sensors on these Fold 6 and Flip 6, then they're going to put older tech in there, as I mentioned, like OnePlus is doing with the 12R, just to bring the cost down. Will it be the same size? I have no idea. It could make a little smaller device too, right? So we will definitely keep an eye on that and keep everybody updated. Yeah, they're fun. They're fun to use, but not practical for every user. Yep, great for someone who might need it for work. They are more durable than people think, but I wouldn't trust that inner screen around my kids. Yeah, so was it with this Flip 5? I think it was, because I had gotten no. I think it was the Flip 4. I had gotten it from Samsung, and you have like a, what is it, 14-day return period or whatever. I was literally the 13th. The following day would have been the quote-unquote 14th day, the very last day to either turn it in or tell them you want to turn it in. They send you a label, but that's the day where you have to have a label made, or else they're gonna you can't turn it in, right? So I was on the night of the 13th day, and the phone was on the counter, like probably waist high, probably right around waist high, maybe 3.5 feet, something like that. No more than 4 feet. Oh no, it was on a side. It was on like a little side table. It was like 2 feet off the ground. And the cases they make for them are not that good anyways. That's one of the things I don't like about them, is the case selection is not as good. Long story short, one of our cats here was jumping up on the side table to jump onto a couch, and just ever so slightly touched the Flip. Now the Flip was sitting on the side table like this, right? About 20-30% of it was hanging off the side. Well, she jumped up on there. It fell down probably 20 inches. Yeah, it was less than a counter. It was on the side table, about 2 feet. We have hardwood floors, not even concrete, and the screen went black. All right, it went black, but had green lines on it. I was like, oh. I couldn't believe it. And it had a case on there, a cheap case, and it flew off when it hit the ground. So yeah, they're not that durable, at least not right now. They'll get better, obviously, with time and with technology. They'll make them more durable, but they're very fragile. I wouldn't recommend it, using it as your main primary phone. And then I was like, oh, I'm never getting a Flip again. These are just too fragile. And of course, I ended up getting the Z Flip 5. Of course, that was the one with the bigger outside screen, which made a big difference. But yeah, we'll see. They should be a lot better, more improved with these newer cameras they're putting on them. Finally, I was not happy. Check this out. The Z Flip 3 had the very worst battery life. I wish I had my channel when I had the Z Flip 3 to show you the worst battery life I have ever on any mobile phone. It would die by lunchtime. I mean, it was not usable. It was ridiculous. So, and the thing that sucks is that when the battery dies on them, they don't have really fast charging. So when you plug them in, you gotta have them plugged in for like 2 hours just to charge the thing, right? And then within another 3, 4, 5 hours, it's dead. So I've had a long history with them, but I've never ever had a Moto Edge or the Motorola flip phones. I'm looking to get one. Actually, I'm gonna reach out to Motorola probably here in a month or two and see if they can send me something. So yeah, I definitely want to try the Motorola's. Those look pretty cool. Yeah, I do too. I wish Motorola makes a bigger comeback in the U.S. There's such a I think all of us had Motorola cell phones when we were younger, right? Of some sort, whether it's the Razr, StarTAC. Yeah, so I do like Motorola. In fact, I used to love the Motorola. What was it? The Z? Was it the Z or the Z2? It was basically the shape of this, the S24 Plus. Not the flat sides and everything, but it was a candy bar style phone. Wait, damn, what was the name of that phone? Do y'all remember? It was the flagship phone, and I think they stopped after the Z4. I think they stopped after the Z4. I used to love that phone, you know. So, all right, let's do the drawing. I'm gonna have to get out of here pretty soon, but if you put #Ringke in the chat, I think most of y'all have already. We will do the drawing and then simply just reach out to me. I have an email in the description box, and I'll send you one for free. No shipping costs or anything. And you can have your choice. S24 Plus, S24 Ultra. I got a bunch of cases here, so it is your pick. But let's go ahead and run the drawing here. Hang on, let me pull this up. Has everybody entered? I know we got over 300 people. Has everybody entered? I have a lot of I know I'm doing this at a bad time. I have a lot of truck drivers that listen. I used to actually drive trucks. I still actually have my CDL, my commercial driver's license, and quit not too long ago. So I have a lot of friends that watch while they drive, so I'm not sure they'll be able to enter. Okay, let's go ahead. So if you entered, you have a very, very good chance of winning. Are y'all ready? Everybody enter? Okay, here we go. Nice, Bama fan. Nice, nice, nice. Awesome. Very good, sir. You are the winner today. And I'm assuming you're obviously going to want a S24 Ultra Ultra case. We'll definitely do that. Let me email me and I'll send you what I got. I think I have, let's see. Okay, so for the Ultra, I think there's one. I have the Onyx Magnetic S24 Ultra. It's black. You can have that one, and I'll send you pictures of everything. I got a nice clear case here. What is that? Fusion for the S24 Ultra. It's clear. I have the Fusion X for the Ultra. Now, you see these are open. I did a review and I just put them back. So I haven't even used them. Like, they haven't even left this desk. So if they are open, but I did a review on them. So I have that one as well. Fusion X. I got the camo one. I think it's in the room somewhere. The camo one that I did a video on yesterday, that's available. And then there's also another Fusion in matte clear. So instead of it's got the matte frosted back, basically. So email me. My email's in the description, taylor@esimstudios.com. And you can have your pick, and I'll ship it out for you. So thank you very much. I got to end the live, but I really appreciate everybody joining. I'm going to, again, try to do this daily. I had a hiccup with a little family emergency last week, so I couldn't, obviously discontinued this for a little while, but I'm going to get this going every day. And as I said, in the future, we will have guests, even send a link out if y'all want to join and talk. So I do appreciate everybody joining us today, and I will see you tomorrow. As always, Bama fan, please email me and we'll get that out to you. Appreciate everything, guys. Thank you very much. I will see y'all tomorrow. Peace out.